Welcome back. It is another Wednesday, coasting through the week. Before we go too far, I want to show you last week's finished job. This is the ones that we did last week. And I want to show you how I backed them. Didn't those turn out good? Kind of wish I had thought about, see, some of this is, I'm going to have to put a little bit more on there. Had thought about making sure the backside was up because I like the depth that it created. But anyway, it is what it is. They turned out a whole lot better than I thought because it sure wasn't what I expected. Not right this minute yet, but I want to show you how I back them. When I back them, and I had the cork already on, which was, I did that ahead of time before thinking. I have liquid latex. And I painted on twice. I put it on twice. 3 times wouldn't hurt. And then it just peels off. And the bubbles that come to the back, because you're going to get some drips. This is what the latex is for, is to stop the drips from getting too hard to take care of. They do come right off, but I found that it was easier if you have the drips, and they won't just come off real easily. Clip them off, and it actually breaks the seal for the latex, which isn't, I mean, you can see it's not bad. It comes off really easily and protects your backside. Now, this was even attached to some of the cork because obviously, like I said, I didn't think about doing the latex for the top coat until after I already had the, see, there's one little bubble right there that I did leave you. That will come off, but the problem with just peeling it off, at least I'm finding with these, is it will take some of the color that I've got here. So I do need to, do I have a pair of clippers over on the other table, Ryan? I just use fingernail clippers. Click that and it pops right off. Doesn't disturb anything, but because it's got latex underneath it. Like I said, I could see I can do that, but it's going to take the finish off, and I'm going to have to, as you can see, it took some of the gold that I've got on there, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of touch up on that. No, I wanted but see the bubble come right up. But I'll just use a little bit of UV and recoat the edge again. But if you use your fingernail clippers and just pop it, it snaps right off and doesn't break the seal from your backing. But and that gives you a clean backing on it all. Makes it easy. I actually did it and I let it sit for two days before which it was probably a day and a half longer than it really needed. The other thing I wanted to show you, I know some of you know that some of the creators use parchment paper. Well, I got some to test, and I did the back coat on the other table on cups so that it would drip onto here. And look what the UV, or not the UV, the resin just peels right up off of let it cure, it'll peel right up. Now this edge that it's sticking to is the cut edge, so that exposes some of the fibers from underneath. But for the most part, all this I mean, you don't even ruin your paper. I just go through here and you just rub up all the bubbles, and you've got a clean piece of paper rather than having to throw away so much of the paper that we were using before, or having such a hard time with cleaning the silicone pads. That gets to be a chore in itself. But look at that, all those bubbles, they come right up, all that. And I've got a clean, and I have sprayed this. I've wiped up alcohol ink off of this. it's all ready to use again. So anyway, on with today. I am going to do coasters, obviously. It's coasting through the week. I'm going to try again Mary's technique. You know, practice makes perfect. I did get my enoki in, so now I have the right white. So now I just have to remember, I went back and I watched one of her videos. I think the last one where she was demonstrating to Michelle on how to do it. And I know these coasters aren't the thickest, but they should work. And I don't know why I have this thing about doing 4. I think I'm only going to do 2 today and get that done. And if it works, then we'll do another one. But I want to, you know, again, practice makes perfect. It's really easy. My parchment paper is as clean as if it was brand new. Like, there's a little bit of stuff that's not even a bubble that just comes up with your nail.
And a little turtle for the extras.
All right, turtle for the extras. Okay, so I guess the trick to doing it Mary's way is you've got to pour a little bit at a time, color, a little bit of white, a little bit of clear, and do it. Try to get 2 or 3 layers. Getting 2 or 3 layers on these geode coasters might be a challenge, but I guess it's a challenge that I am going to try to meet. So let me get I'm going to use, gosh, I really would like to use 4 hour, but I don't know if that's a smart thing to do either. I guess I'm just going to use regular 1-to-1 Let's Resin epoxy today. And I'll put the heat mat on so I'll be able to come out here and get this undone in about 3 hours anyway. So that's not a big deal. I guess 4 hours when you're using a heat mat doesn't make much difference. Okay, so let me put you on hold and I will be back when I get my resin poured. Bye. By the way, welcome back to Coastal Resin and Glitter. I just start right off talking and don't introduce myself. I'm glad you're back. So anyway, I will BRB. Okay, we are back. I ended up doing 5 ounces. This is going through the pressure pot already. Or not pressure pot, sorry. Air chamber, vacuum chamber, whatever you want to call the thing that gets rid of the bubbles, of Bond Craftor. I didn't have my regular on the heat mat and didn't want to do the fast cure. That's crazy, kind of. Okay, so this is, I just got it out. It's got a little bit of bubbles, but we're doing this in thin layers, so I hope it's all right. It collapsed on itself, so it should be okay, I think. And let's put, I'm going to put just a thin layer because I'd like to see if I can get maybe 3 layers in here. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be possible with these thin things. This is a new adventure for me. New experiment. First one failed. And okay. So let's make sure that we get all over the whole thing. I don't know if I really need to have a deeper mold, but I don't have any of the deep coaster molds. Okay, so we are using from Laura's Art Corner, red wine, Smurf, and then of course the enoki. And this is going to be an interesting adventure. She didn't go heavy on the color. So, and I think that's probably because you do, and of course these, I got to figure out how these gonna going to squirt out. Oh my, I'm probably only going to get 2 layers on here, aren't I, guys? Okay, and then this is there, and I have shaken, whatever you want to call it, the enoki up, and I don't even think, if I remember rightly, I'm terrible with my thinking process sometimes. Don't think she did anything solid. I think it was just kind of a, because you just kind of want a cloud effect. You don't want it to be solid, I don't believe. Okay, so there's the white. Now, you take your clear, and I'm going to put clear into one of my little cups so that I don't all of a sudden shake off a whole gob of it. If I have to put more in, I put more in. But let's, so now you go in to try to break it up. And see, I don't remember if she broke it up before she put the white in. I don't think so. I'm gonna need to have more. I'm probably only gonna get 2 layers, which is okay. Just another experiment. And do you get a better effect if you go higher? I don't. See, this doesn't seem like it's wanting to break up very much. Oh, come on. Let's do some breakup, guys. Okay, so we're going to do another layer. And I'm going to put red on top of where the blue was. Maybe a little bit less. Try to get, this is the Octopus ink, and it drips a little bit more fluid, I think. I'm probably still doing it wrong, aren't I, Mary? And now we're gonna, oops, don't shake it, Gloria. You'll get it all over yourself. Okay, a little bit more white, clear. Every time I do that every time I'm using clear, I end up, I always say white. Now maybe I need to get a little closer to get the breakup. Maybe that's the clue. A little closer in the action. And a little bit more white. See, I never know for sure how many ounces these coasters each take. They must take almost 4 ounces each one, maybe, I don't know. I've never really measured them. They are, you know, the geode, and this is, come on, break up a little bit more. I like kind of the way this is breaking up. This one isn't breaking up so much. Not so much. Come on. What do you think?
Pretty.
Have you watched her? You've watched her do her thing.
Who, Mary?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is this what it looks like on the backside?
I guess.
Well, he's no help, is he? I don't have much clear left, so there's no sense in me loading up. whoops, and my assignment today. Go back and find Mary's how to do the cloud effect again. Great. I'm not going to have. See, I know this has got red in it. It was cured. It was mostly cured. I mean, the cup was cured. There's no reason why not to use it again. Okay. So am I doing it right, Mary? Tell me. Or am I doing it better? Maybe not right, but better. Kind of want to do it on, this is kind of what I want to do on those things I've got back there, but it doesn't really work on a jar, I don't think. Not like it does on a flat surface. Yeah, I got another project in the back I'm going to do as soon as I get those. What's that?
Another project.
What's that?
Whatever you're going to do with this.
Oh, that's a bracelet.
Whatever you're going to do with it.
Okay, well that's it for today right now, guys. So we will come back later, and I guess we will back it and then unmold it. I hate to not run my stick through the edge to make sure I don't have any. I think I got a paper towel right here. All right, so let me put these on the right caps. Okay, guys, we will see you in a bit. BRB. All right, I am back to put a back coat on it. The heat mat is on. I'm just putting a back coat so this can be done either before I go to bed tonight or at least by morning. And I'm putting Diancopore's quartz. That's the wrong one. The white Diancopore white quartz, like that one too. It's stone. Having grown up on a lake that has a lot of quartz in it, that's what it reminds me of when I seen it on the first piece that I had used it on. And I think it'll be all right for here. I wasn't sure if I didn't want white, completely white, and I've got that little, I don't know what this is, hippopotamus, I think, is what that is. I haven't poured that in a long time, so that'll be my extra and I am sure that I will have extra. Probably way too much extra, because I made 5 ounces, and I probably only needed 2 for the backing. And I'm sure that this is firm enough, you know, and I'm gonna go through and put it through the debubbler, so I will be back. Okay, so I walked away for a second rather than standing there and watching it overflowed a little bit. Thank goodness I had my light on behind me. I do. Had the silicone mat underneath it. So I probably lost, I bet you, Oh my gosh, it's almost an ounce. If not an ounce on the bottom of the thing. Oh well, it is what it is. All right, guys. We aren't gonna. It actually, I found it was actually easier for me to see the top coat over back on the back where I actually am standing than we're sitting here. Is oh, this actually took more for a back coat than I thought, and I think it is just domed. Don't go anywhere else, guys. And I don't think I dare use alcohol on it because it will overflow. It's that tight of a dome. Okay. It's funny, daytime I can't see the flame. At night I can see it. That's a good thing. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of Diane Kapoor's French ganache into this little bit of the crystal that I've got left. And maybe what I should do instead is get a brown I think these are all get a brown alcohol ink, and of course because I'm looking for brown I'm not going to find it. If I wasn't looking for it, it would be the first thing I picked up. Oh, gee, come on. We aren't going to take all day, are we? I know I've seen a brown. What does that say? I think that says brown. I don't want black. Although I guess they could be black, but I wanna kinda, and I probably don't have enough to fill this guy up, so. And I doubt that this has been opened. Are we going or are we paused? I think we're going. I hope we're going. My hands are gooey, so I don't want to touch my glasses. Ouch. Ow, ow. Come on. Does anybody ever just cut the tip off? See, I don't have enough to. Oh well, tomorrow I'll add some more. If I hadn't spilt that ounce on the bottom of the air chamber, I would have had enough. Oh well. So we'll see if this marbles the same way the gold did on the white. Doesn't look like it's going to marble the same dark color. You know, a dark ink. Maybe. It might. Get his ears pushed in and his eyeballs. See if I can pinch his eyeballs. Let's see if I can get to his eyeballs. We don't want to lose an eyeball. There's one. And there is two. Okay. So we'll add a little bit more to him tomorrow. I'm not going to pour any more. And hopefully this will... One thing I thought was neat about the quartz is it acts like a quartz, because a quartz rock, you can... gives some depth. There is some transparency to a quartz rock. Oh, jeez. Cleaners on the other table, which reminds me that cleaner, it works fabulous. This is the dress that I dropped it on. It is good. Okay, so I think we are set for tomorrow, and let's hope that this works out and does what it's supposed to do. We will see. We're gonna cure those cups also so that they can be used one more time. And I should probably take the stick out so I don't cure the stick to the bottom of the cup, right? Okay, guys, we will see you tomorrow. Okay, so I came out here so I could get this done to see, and not happy. Not happy at all. Did I put too much white in, Mary? Too much color in? Just all together? Do I put less color in? I'm going to post this. It is a total flop, but I will post it. It is coasting through the week, and this is my way of getting through it. I'm going to post it tonight for tomorrow, but somehow I'll save it with some kind of UV DTF on it, and I'll post a picture of it later. But this is what I come up with today. And I was really hoping it would come up pretty. It's, you know, it's got the layer. Could it be that it's not, these aren't thick enough coasters? Is that part of the problem? Too much white? Too much color? Do I back off on color? Well, I won't have time tomorrow to redo them. I'm going to meet with my granddaughter and her kids and the one grandma that's here visiting. They're leaving on Friday. So we're going to go meet for dinner tomorrow because they've got plans on Thursday and then home on Friday. Darn, time flies so fast. But anyway, so I will get this done probably Thursday, and then I'll post pictures next week when I do coasting through the week. This is very disappointing. Anyway, it is what it is. Lesson learned. I don't know what the lesson is yet. If you'll give me a message as to what you think I might have done, is it too thin a coaster, too much color, too much white, let me know. I would be more than happy to hear what I've got to do to change it. Thanks, Mary, and everybody else. Bye. See you next week, coasting through the week. Bye.